For all you folks here in America that celebrate Labor Day, good morning. Uh, you folks around the world, it's Monday, I guess, or maybe another day. I don't know. Uh, I'm here in the kitchen this morning. I guess you can tell that, huh? Good morning, Chris. All right. Back to number one there. uh, I was almost late because I was checking on, yes, the same to you. Good morning. Good morning, Suzanne. Checking on Ronnie this morning, making sure he's okay. He's feeling better. Praise God for that. Lisa, good morning. Marcia, good morning. Uh, uh, yeah, Ronnie Neal. Good morning, Ronnie. I'm so happy you're better, buddy. I love you, Ronnie. Yeah, I tried to make Ronnie feel better. I sent him a picture this morning of this right here. Good morning. And he said, you make me feel sick again. Good morning. Uh, Tammy, good morning. Deborah. Today is Labor Day for you folks in America that celebrate Labor Day. Uh, my dad used to say, well, it's Labor Day, boys. Let's get up, let's go to work. Dad, it's a holiday. No, it's a Labor Day. Good morning, Steve. Uh, Talked to Steve and Susan a minute ago. Good morning, guys. Good morning there from Indiana. Good morning. Top of the day to you. Uh, Good morning, Nancy from Maryland. All right. Cindy, good morning. Michael, or Michelle, I'm sorry. Good morning. Hi there, Allie. Good morning. Uh, all right. I don't have anybody on my sick list this morning. Ronnie's better and Buster's better. Thank God for that. You know, uh, Buster is better. Buster is almost normal. Not quite. Uh, Buster, come here. Come here, Buster. Here, come on. Come here. Right here. Here. Right here. Okay, come on. Come on. All right, here we go. Come here. People want to see Buster. I want to see Buster this morning. Okay, turn around, everybody. This is my Buster, and he is a whole lot better. The thing bit him right under here, and it like a bag hanging under here. It never like swelled up into his face, thank God. And maybe that's something they give him at the vet's office. I know, baby. I know. But yeah, he's gonna be fine. He's gonna be fine. I was so worried about him. Prayers are answered. Yes, they are, and not only for him, but for Ronnie. Ronnie is so much better. I can always tell Ronnie's better because uh, I'm always getting in trouble with him, you know. And, and here I try to be so sweet to him. Try to send him a picture of this to kind of start his day off right. And all of a sudden, he's sick again. Yeah, Ronnie's good. I told him I could have took him to Buster's vet, and then maybe he should have went to a vet. Maybe he should have. But anyway, Buster is, and I appreciate, seriously, I appreciate all the prayers and all the good, sweet messages and gestures I was getting about Buster. And I appreciate the prayers for Ronnie too, you know, and all the other sick folks that come along, you know, we see. Uh, I believe in prayer, and I've said before, sometimes we don't get what we want, but there's always a reason. But anyway, Buster, I hope, has learned snakes can be bad. Snakes cannot be friendly sometimes. But now I came out the kids. It's rained off and on for the last day or so out here. It's not rain, it's just wet. Everything's wet. The porch over there is just loaded down. That's why I'm here in the kitchen. I said I'm going to stop off in the kitchen, maybe a pot of coffee, and sit here with you guys. Thank you, Buster. I had the door propped open so him and Buster Woody could come in and out, and the cats. And he knocked my cane down. That was propping it open. Anyway, our porch is loaded down over there, and Yeah, and I just didn't want to have to go up there and sit amongst all that stuff. I said, I just stopped off here at the kitchen and make me a pot of coffee and enjoy my time out here this morning. Uh, yeah, I'm very thankful, and I'm serious, that not only Buster's okay, that Ronnie's okay. Ronnie worried me. He truly worried me. I told y'all, I said, Ronnie's not making no sense. There's nothing unusual there, but no, but I could tell Ronnie was sick, and it worried us and the whole family here. We prayed for Ronnie, and I know all you guys did too. And his son got him in to see a doctor. He didn't take no for an answer. Y'all going to see my dad, you know, and you're going to do something for my dad. And and now I think come Tuesday, his son's going to be on the warpath finding a urologist to follow up on whatever they found that's wrong with Ronnie. Well, a lot of it's up here. You know, they went to the wrong end. Now, if I was Ronnie's doctor, now I've thought about it. First thing I'd do is clean him out. I'd have to clean him out. Uh, and castor oil or something like that. And then I'd start from there. Uh, yes, but seriously speaking, I'm real happy he's okay. And I'm trying to see if someone else is needing prayer here because someone is sick, and I didn't get to catch the name. Uh, uh, there you go, Heidi. Yeah, stuff like that's it's very serious. Yeah, it is serious stuff. Uh, is Karen leaving us this morning? Where are you going, Karen? Uh, uh, Good morning, Karen. Connie Hill, good morning. Uh, Thank you, Chris. Yeah, they're both better. They're both on the mend. Uh, yeah, electrolytes. Yeah, that's what he needs to be taking. He needs and he drinks plenty of water. And now Dan wants to be a doctor like his dad. And Ronnie called and said, Dan done called. He's just like his old daddy. Trying to tell him what to do. Need to drink more water. Well, he does. And stuff with electrolytes in it, like Gatorade stuff. I don't know. Get something, you know. Okay. Uh, that ivermectin. You know, we talked about that yesterday at lunch. You know, Jill's mom has cancer also. You know, and she's been taking her doctor. I guess prescribed her some ivermectin. I don't know. I think it may have been too late. I'm not sure. You know what she's saying. Just wasn't responding well to anything. God love her, but there's a lot of folks taking this ivermectin for different things. Now, I've never asked my doctor about it. I know it's made for cattle, and stuff, and I guess other animals too. You can buy it from Chewy, I think. They sell it for heartworms and dogs and stuff like that, or preventatives and stuff. My neighbor, and I'm guessing it's reliable, at the VA, they found like a little, he'd have dizzy spots and stuff, and they found like a little small little uh, pea-sized tumor, I guess you might say, in the base of his brain or something. And we were going to watch it. We were going to watch it for a while. Let's do something. So someone said, take ivermectin. I don't know where he got it, at a feed store, I guess. And I don't know how he takes it. I don't even know I'm not advocating. Yeah, I'm not advocating nothing. But he told me here, when he went back 6 months later, they couldn't find nothing. But he'd been taking that ivermectin. But I was told at the feed store, they sell a lot of ivermectin. Now, but surely the stuff is so powerful that there would be some type of dosage for folks and for what you're taking it for. So I'm not saying I don't take it. Michelle got hers at Tractor Supply. And Dan said, well, how do you take it? Put it on a cracker and eat a cracker. It's a liquid. Uh, I don't. Uh, but there are folks that do take it, and there's folks that I think, and I don't know how they take it. I don't know anything about it. It's just that, tell you what my neighbor told me, and Jill's mom. Good morning, Mary. So, thank you, Connie. Do I look dapper? Tell Ronnie I'm looking dapper this morning because that will get his blood pressure up. That'll get his blood pressure going. Get his heart beating. Where's Thomas at this morning? Have y'all seen Thomas over yet? Our friend from Alaska. I'm amazed sometimes Thomas' stories Thomas can tell. And Thomas is a very colorful person. He and I and Ronnie get these three-way conversations. And thank you there, everybody. Thank you so much. I look at dapper, Ronnie. I'm looking dapper. Anyway, we get these three-way conversations. He is so colorful, his expressions. Ronnie gives him different names. I can't repeat them. I said, just call him Polar Bear, Ronnie. Just got, that's a nice name, Polar Bear, but that ain't the names Ronnie picks. Things related to polar, to bears, but stuff. But anyway, we have a lot of fun. But yeah, there you go, Tom. Ronnie has gall. Yeah, he does. He got something. But we've had a lot of fun with Thomas. He's an awesome guy. But I get fascinated with you people, all you go, especially you guys that live more north of us, and y'all start talking about that weather stuff, and Steve, he hurt my feelings the other morning. We sat here sweating. He says, 58 here. 58. Lord, I'd love to see 58. But it was cooler yesterday afternoon. It was cloudy and overcast. And we went for a ride, and it was nice. It was about 80 degrees, but it's at a breeze, nice. Yeah, Southern California, yeah. I've been there. It's hot. Camp Pendleton's even hotter. Yeah. Out there at Camp Pendleton during the day, you just burn up at night and freeze to death. Freeze to death at night. Yeah, I'm as dapper as any English gentleman there. Thank you. I feel like a gentleman. This morning. Good morning from Michigan. Good morning, Hatari. Miss Can-Do, good morning. Watching some of these names come by, and they come by kind of fast, and I can't watch and see them all. Carol Buster is doing good. He's not 100%, but he's close. Buster can't wait to feel perfect so he can beat them guys up in the house, because they all want to wrestle with Buster, because Buster is the wrestling king. He's the king. Look, he's bigger, I guess. But he loves to roll a little tiki dog around and drag him through the house like a rag doll. But he hasn't felt like it. And Tiki needs it. He's been picking at Buster. Just pick. Pick. Well, yesterday, right before we went to bed last night, Buster did kind of pull him down on the floor, just kind of hold him down, but he didn't do all his stuff. So I know he's feeling better. And Buster he's getting better. I thank y'all for the prayers. I truly do. Suffolk, Virginia, good morning. Sue and Steve, good morning. From Ronnie. Oh, Ronnie, he's a nice guy. So far. Norfolk, Virginia. Norfolk, Virginia. That's where my ancestors landed back in 1652. Norfolk. Yeah, that's where they landed. A long time. Uh, no, I didn't know them. I didn't know them. Uh, Michigan is in the house. Good morning, Michigan. Derby, Kansas. Uh, Today's plans, I don't know if anybody wants to work over today or not. I haven't went over to turn nothing. I don't turn nothing on until in the morning. I don't like leaving stuff on over at night with nobody there. Uh, I just the way I am. And so Buddy may want to come and diddle with the septic. I mean, with the drains and stuff this morning. I'm not for sure the plumbing. He was talking about it last night at Dan's. Uh, that if that'd be the only thing gets done, unless Kim wants to come and start staining that trim she bought, she possibly will do that. But I'll go over and turn everything on here in a little bit, and it'll be all there, cool for them and all that if they want to come and do stuff. But we talked about it last night where we're at on there. I said, well, I can't. Yes, I took care of the snake. He's not going to bite nobody else. And I know a lot of folks. Oh, rehome them. Let's say, for instance, I did that. Let's say I picked the little guy up, took him somewhere. What's going to keep him from biting somebody else or somebody else's pet? Yeah. Yeah. Now, anyway, that's another story. Okay, but thank you there, Jennifer. Thank you. Yeah, I just didn't see the point in rehoming him. I didn't see the point in that because my Buster's sick. He's done hurt my Buster. See, when we come out of the house, tell you how it happened. We was over at the house, and actually we'd already been out of the house for a couple of hours, and all of a sudden I'm out here. I'm doing gifts and goodies out here, a video for Saturday morning video because I was running so late. And G called me and says, "Did you put a light on the front porch?" I says, "No. There's a light on over there." And I said, "Okay." She says, "I'm gonna go see what's going on." I said, "Okay, I'll meet you over there." So I stopped my video, and Buster and us, we went over there, and it was Dan and Kim. They'd come to finish that last paneling in the bathroom. And we all stayed there and talked for a while, and then they put it up, got it all done, and we all stood there and talked. So then we all coming out leaving. Dan went on back home, and Kim goes across the yard, the front yard, to back of her truck, and me and G come down the steps, or ramp. I don't come down steps. And we start heading home, and Kim hollers a snake out here. So I take off around her, but Buster takes off too, and Woody and the rest of the dogs. But Buster got there first, and what it was, Seamus had this copperhead, doing this kind of stuff with him, and I guess he had him worked up, he's mad, and Buster runs up, not knowing nothing. What's that? He got him. And Thank got him twice, but then when he tried to paw him off, because he must have hung on him, he got him on his hand too, little front foot. But the front foot, it just barely puffed up just a little bit. But here, and that's what was dangerous. Or it's dangerous because the vet said a copperhead venom goes into one, and if it gets to their liver, it causes the liver to bleed. And they can bleed to death. And plus here, you swell up and then you can't breathe. But I didn't know he got bit. Kim said, "I think he got bit," but she didn't know. I come back to here, and he comes with me, and he walks in here, and he's like shaking all over, and he's real, muscles are just like spasms. And he laid on the floor, and then he starts throwing up. So I knew, I got to turn my video off or finished it. I was actually through it anyway, and put it to post. And we grabbed him, and I took off the house. Told G I got to call somewhere to take Buster to get some help. First place we called, couldn't see him for 4 to 6 hours. well, that's not good. And so she gives me another number. She said, you don't want to wait 4 to 6 hours, but that's our waiting list. I guess they must have a lot of emergencies. It was an emergency place. You know, the other place is way down below Houston. It took 3 hours to get there. So she found another number in Conroe, 25 miles away. She called and they said, bring him right on in. So we took off. Kim drove me over. And we was there. We got home about, well, I got to bed about 4 o'clock, I think, in the morning. But Buster was, the funny thing was the sweet thing was, but you get down, Roman. They're gonna climb around on stuff. They took him back, and the vet come out and talked to me a couple of times about stuff and what they're gonna do, and precautions and stuff. But when it's time to go home, she comes out and she's carrying him, big old Buster, little old nurse. And tail saw me, and his old tail starts going. It's like that. She said, he sees his PawPaw. They argue as his PawPaw because I said something about it. I love you, buddy. Your PawPaw loves you. So, yeah, they caught that. See his PawPaw. But yeah, my teacup is better. My teacup's okay. He's gonna be all right. And but he told me you watch him for a couple of days. You know, you just watch him real close. I can see Ronnie and Thomas already laying into me. Yeah, if I had pigs in the yard, but I have a pig. Actually, I had 2 pigs in my yard yesterday. That little black pig, and Piggly Wiggly or whatever his name is, he comes every day almost, I think. He comes over to visit, walks around, and I feed him a little bit of corn, and he wander around. But yesterday there was a big white pig out here, and Buster and them don't mind the little black pig. They know he's normal. He's normal. They thought the other pig don't belong here, so they take off chasing him. They chased him off. I think he went back to L.A.'s. All right. Today, like I said, I don't know if they're going to do a lot of work over today or not. They may. If it dries up in it all and it don't look like it is, I need to mow. I made grass this tall. I could cut hay out there, I think. Dan is cooking. He's going to grill, I don't know, links, weenies, whatever, hot dogs, whatever he's going to do. But he's grilling stuff today. And so we'll be going there for lunch. And I'll try to video it. Dan may video it. If he does, then I won't cut it on his video, but we'll do something for a video. Yeah, Dan's a good cook. I got it from his daddy. And, we had supper with Dan last night. And when we go out and have supper with Dan, I ain't gonna talk about it because it's a video of him and Lou do, cooking with Dan and Lou, I think, or Lou and Dan, whoever. But then we all give them a score, what we think. So I picked on him a little bit on it. If I can give us a score or not, Dan. it was good. Yes, he did go down and mow Camp Patty. Thank you. Yes, he done. All I've got to do is go back down and weed eat around the tables and around the swings and keep it up. I told him, if you get it cut down, I'll try to keep it up with my riding mower. I can go down, you know. Woody! Roman, open the door for him. Roman, open the door for him, buddy boy. Okay? Open the door. Open that door. But that's the plans for the day around here. Yeah, Dan and Lou are a lot of fun. They are, and they get to cook it over there. And Dan, he don't measure nothing. You know, he just starts slopping stuff together. And Lou, don't do that. And so you never know what all might be in it. But anyway, they make good stuff. Anyway, today is Labor Day, and I'm hoping everybody that celebrates Labor Day has a nice one, a good one. There'll be a lot of folks having barbecues and stuff like that. Okay, in a minute. Uh, you just have to wait 1 minute. Okay, you just have to wait 1 minute. Let me let Woody dog back in. Come on, Woody. Buster, come on. Come on, boys. Come on. Come on. Do not go back out. Okay? Do not go back out. Buster, that's my chair, baby. That's PawPaw's chair. Come on, hop down. Buster, get to my chair. All right, come on. You come up here. I don't mind. Yes, happy Labor Day for all you folks that celebrate it. There's someone there's cooking, and a lot of people be cooking and going to the parks and going to the beaches and going different places to visit different folks. So I hope you have a great day. And I always say this, and I don't know if I'm really talking to a lot of folks or not, but if you live alone and it becomes a lonely time. When people have holidays and everybody's out doing stuff, sometimes folks that live alone, they feel alone. They feel lonely. And if that's the case, I love you. Feel bad about it, but still, if I was by myself, I think, I got Woody and Buster, and I go outside and get Ivy, and them little girl goats. But you get you a good movie, just get you a good movie. That's probably one of the few things, or one of the good things about TV, or go on YouTube. There's all kinds of good stuff on YouTube. There really is, not just stuff like I do, but lots of better stuff than what I do. But I love going on there, and I watch a lot of these things about off-grid stuff. I think that's some really neat. Got hair. Really some neat stuff is off-grid stuff. I don't necessarily want to live off-grid, but it's some pretty neat stuff on there these guys do off-grid, and building stuff off-grid. There's several of them. Jen and I you watch some of them with me, and there's some of them we get kind of a kick out of. So if I guess I was by myself, that's probably maybe what I'd be doing. I'd just get me some good movie or something to watch a movie and make me a bologna sandwich. I like bologna sandwiches, Be fine. But anyway, I love you guys. Okay, we got a birthday, Amy. Somebody's got a birthday. Let's talk about them birthdays here real quick, okay? I got my new board. Come with a marker. It's Jaws. Like I did my class that time. Principal says he walks in, sees Jaws on. He says, asked me later, says, how'd that relate to shop? Water safety. Jaws. Okay, I got Amy. All right, look how good I write. Happy birthday to Amy. Do we got any more? Marion's got a birthday. All right. Dana. Okay. Dana or Nada. Okay. I'm looking. Melanie says, happy birthday, all you ladies. What about the guys? Melanie, what about the guys? We have birthdays too. Just picking on you. Cindy's got a birthday. Yeah. Or is it Candy? No, Cindy. Be a neat name to have, Candy. She's sweet as candy. I don't like Candy. Or you just don't like her then. No, Candy's a sweet name. I went to school with a girl named Candy. Sure did. Is it Candy or Cindy? Somebody's trying to tell me it's Candy. Catherine is having her birthday. Okay. Candy. All right. We're going to go with Candy. And if it's Cindy, somebody told me wrong. Okay. It's going to be Candy. Okay. Let's change that one letter. That's all we got to do. All right. Now, there's a standard warning I have to give. It's like, you know, that warning you see on a pack of cigarettes and stuff. It's a standard warning. But mine is, please refrain from hurting yourself. Most of them bite themselves when I sing. So I don't want to be responsible. Somebody chewing on their elbow like Thomas said his friend did. It's bad. Okay. Thomas telling Ronnie to get ready. If he gets too good, Ronnie'll start biting that little dog in here, little Hattie. He'll be chewing on her. She chews on him. It'll be turnabout's fair play. Oh, y'all, okay, y'all do Labor Day in Canada also. Awesome. Okay, I didn't know. Okay, I didn't know. You know, different countries have different holidays, okay? I know, you know, it's different holidays, so I don't know all of them. Good morning, Piggy. Sharon. That's a neat name, Liberty. I like that. I like that. Thank you, Delinda. Thank you. That's sweet. Yep. Happy birthday to all you beautiful people. And yep, happy birthday. Okay. And I'm going to tell you the names I've got. And if there's somebody missing, we got to get down there. I got Amy, Marion, Dana, Candy, Catherine. Anybody else? It don't matter if you come along late, it's your birthday, you still let me know and you'll get a song by yourself. But usually when I spread it out like this, it's not as strong to make you start, you know, kind of weak and sit down. Okay, here we go. Get ready, get ready, Ronnie. Here we go, buddy. Swallow coffee. Swallow coffee. You ever heard people do that all the time? They drink that coffee and go. Well, one lady says I slurp. Yeah. Then they go. Maybe not. Maybe you didn't hear anything like that. Okay, here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Amy, Mary, and Dana. I'm cutting it in half. Almost half. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Okay, now, here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Candy and Catherine. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Okay, have that. Now listen, always when I sing, keep the iodine handy. Okay? Keep it handy. That's my list for today. If there's any more, you let me know. Okay? Oh, yeah. Magnets are sticking on the side of the fridge. It's one of my gifts I got on Saturday. It's awesome. So, Kim took me to the vet. Y'all knew that, I guess, and sweet. She's so sweet. She dropped me and Buster at the door. And she said, I'm going to just park out here, Dad, and wait for you out here. And I said, okay. So in the meantime, she went out and posted a video about Buster's problem, asking for prayers. And I got him checked in. I'm sitting there at the little table there, a little waiting room table. And all of a sudden, I'm getting all these messages praying for Buster. How'd they know about Buster? You know, I hadn't said nothing yet. And so finally, got so many asking what's going on, what's going on. I made like a little short video myself there in the waiting room. As I'd learned stuff, I'd add to it. Finally, I got it posted. Funny thing was, guys, listen here. Because of everything going on so fast, you know, yeah, did it wipe Ronnie out? I mean, he done rolled over, put a pillow over his head. Not singing. But on my Saturday eating video, my Saturday video, Gifts and Goodies, I left it on the bar and I hit post, you know, at the time, everything posted. And it went on. We had to go. I get home and it hadn't posted. Something with the internet or whatever, he just hadn't posted. Oh my Lord, you know. So I sat down and reposted it. And I guess I didn't, after I reposted, I didn't take that one off. So I get up the next morning and there's two of them, same thing. Two of them out there. Some would watch one and some would watch the other. So I deleted one of them. Anyway, there was two of them going that morning. So, sometimes our internet is just so slow, you know, so slow, you know, and I don't know what causes that. She says, I tried to upload she sang a song the other day, and she tried for an hour or two, kept trying to upload it, but wouldn't take it, just wouldn't go. I said, it happens to me too, G. It's something going on with it. I don't know, maybe just, and I don't know, can you overload the internet? If that may that's the case, you know, too many people trying to upload on the same system. I don't know. But, okay. Molly's needs prayers. I'm not sure what's going on with Molly or whoever else may need prayers, but let's keep them in mind. If you need prayers, tell these guys, you got prayer warriors on here. Never seen so many people pray for little Buster. And Ronnie too, and we see them both better. We see them both better. We see them both better. Jimmy, sweet Jimmy. I like to call him Sweet Jimmy. Okay, Steve needs prayers today, okay? Molly, and prayers for Molly and Ronnie and Steve. Prayers did heal Ivan. They sure did. Vets doesn't give up on Ivan. He won't make it. He ain't gonna make it, you know, that stuff. It's just no way around it. He said just very few, one now and here and there would ever try to halfway recover. And in 2 weeks he'll be dead. 2 weeks. It'll all take place in 2 weeks. Kill him. And I believe if people hadn't been praying for him, it probably wouldn't have took that long. The little guy would lay down and his muscles would just sit so tight, his little legs be straight, he couldn't bend them. Kind of walk like me, you know, but he couldn't bend them. And I'm gonna tell you, I pulled myself. I thought I was gonna pull myself to death getting him up every morning. He had to get up. And it's hard getting a donkey up. Make sure he ain't listening. Get a donkey up when his legs are like this. But I'd brace myself against the wall, and I'd put a halter on it and turn it, and I'd pull on that halter, and And I don't know how I did it. I don't know how I did it. I don't know if I could do it again, but I did it. Somehow I was able to get him up to his feet, and then I'd have to hold him against the wall, brace him, because he'd be up against the wall like this, trying to get feeling back in his legs, I guess. And finally, then if he walked at all, it's, you know, but you see it in his eyes, he wanted help. You see it, you know, and I did all I could. And little old Sophie was there, you know, with him. She kept him company, and they're still best of buddies. They're still best of buddies. When he comes in with the goats, she hangs out with him, you know, and when I take him to the vet, you know, Jake helped me load him one day, and that was a job too. We had to get him up to the gate, and Jake got one front foot, and I got another way. Pick him up, put it in the trailer, and then kind of shove him. Then get when his back feet got to the trailer, pick them up, set him up in the trailer to take him back to the vet for another treatment. And but I was going down the driveway with him, and she run alongside the trailer crying for him, you know. I had to come back and put her in a pen so she couldn't follow me. I guess I could have thrown her in the trailer, took her too. Yeah, Ivan still has that man cave in the winter if he wants it, because it's the warmest place on this place during the winter time. But their shelter, the goat shelter out here is nice too. It's all closed in too, and it's warm. But that little old barn, that little stall where I used it for the brood, for the nursery, when these girls all had babies here a while back, it is warm in there. And I don't know why it stays that warm, but it is. It's just a warm little stall. And severe weather, I can put him right back in there, but he likes to go with the goats too, so, you know. Yeah, I had it decorated. I decorated it for Christmas for him, and I'll decorate out here probably for all of them for Christmas. But the thing about goats, you put decorations up for goats, they think it's something to chew on, eat on. You got to put it up high. I had a little Christmas tree I put out there, a cloth. It was made out of felt or something, and a little ornament stuck on. And goats pull them off. They go out there, and the ornaments be gone, chewed up. That's your Christmas tree. Yeah, they chewed it up. Yeah, there's a phone on the wall. There's a phone on the wall out here also. In fact, Thomas said Ivan calls him sometimes and wants a lot of stuff. You can't listen to Ivan. You cannot listen to him. He calls you and asks for something, or you says Ivan on your ID there. Hang up. Just hang up. Goats are fun. They can be annoying. They truly can. I take treats to Matt every night. I take treats to Ivan out there, and him and Miracle. I take treats into the goats. And they literally run over you for treats. I mean, you got to be very careful. They'll knock you down. And little Gidget thinks she's a goat. She comes flying in there with them, and I close them in at night in their little house. That way I know they're secure. And I should have been doing that with little Owen and them. I should have, but I didn't. But now I close them all in at night. Nothing can get in there. It's got a concrete floor. You're not going to dig in there, so, you know, they're safe. Peggy says, I haven't called her anytime. Well, Peggy, don't say it loud, because he might. He gets your phone number, he'll be calling. Anyway, I think tomorrow we'll be back in the house working. So we'll be having videos coming back out again about the house. We may do something over today. I will video it if we do. Get y'all a video out. And yeah, he calls from a block number. He's pretty smart. He's pretty smart. He does like vanilla wafers. I think vanilla wafers, seriously, is probably his most, he likes cookies of any sort, but vanilla wafers is probably his favorite of everything. He'll hurt you for a vanilla wafer. He'll hurt you. And he don't like to share them. He hates to share his vanilla wafers. He gets upset with the goats when they want one. And But I think that's probably his favorite snack of all time is vanilla wafers. And I was told one time, oh, don't give him too much of those. It's too much sugar. Sugar don't bother Ivy. He processes sugar real quick. And it's a funny thing about it, I think I made a video of it. He knows he loves Miracle. That's his girlfriend, I guess. And he likes hanging out with her. But he knows she's greedy and she's a glutton. She's a glutton. So when I'm giving them, they come to the fence out here and I give them the food through, over the fence there to them and everything. And well, the morning, I'm out feeding the goats and they're there waiting on their turn, and I come over to do it, and then he's gone. He just slipped off. And I know where he's at. He went around the barn to the gate, waiting for me to come around there. So I give her some, I go around in there, he stands. He ain't got to share with her. He ain't got to share with her. He can eat at his leisure. He's a pretty smart little guy. Pig cow. Now, somebody talk about pig cow. She is, a pig cow's a pig too. She's gonna have a calf here eventually. She's making an udder. I was telling Bree one day, we talking about cows. I said something about that, and they was making an udder. She said, "A what?" I said, "A bag, a what?" She didn't know. I found it tits. Oh, PawPaw. Well, you don't know, kid. I'm trying to tell you what it is. Oh, yeah. Oh, Bree. Couldn't get by without her. Last night we had, Saturday night, we had Coda Bear and Carly spend the night. Because Jill don't know for sure. She thought she had COVID. And not a bad case of it, but so Dust was taking care of the baby. We said, we'll take the baby too. No, I got the baby. I'll take off and I'll take care of the baby. Jill's co-worker, another coach, she works with a lady and a couple of other girls on her team come down with COVID. Well, nowadays, if you ain't got a fever, you can go to work. You used to, had to quarantine you. And now, I guess it's got to a point now, it's common enough now. They say if you don't have fever, you can come to work. So Jill didn't miss no work, and she never really got a fever. Just felt bad. So if she got it, it's a very mild case. But anyway, the girls want to come over here. She said, let them go because I don't feel good. And so Dust brought them over, and they had a great time, both of them together. But I'll tell you, Coda Bear is a lot easier to deal with than Carly. Carly gets emotional about stuff. This guy. Last night, well, yesterday evening, Coda Bear wanted to go back home with Mom and Dustin, so she did. And Carly wanted to stay another night, so Carly stayed another night. And last night, she goes to bed, and well, there's my address. Good morning, Elena, Carol. She goes to bed, and Carly's playing on her tablet, and I'm fixing to go to bed. I said, okay, sweet girl. I said, she says, when I get ready to go to bed, you got to put the tablet up. Okay. So I go in and put the tablet up for her. It take me forever to turn the stupid thing off. Punch buttons don't mean nothing. Punch a button, something else comes up. But anyway, I finally got it off. But anyway, so then she don't like the cover. This cover's not comfortable. It's the cover she sleep under every night, kid. Well, I'm not going to dig out more cover. What am I going to do? Are you another blanket or what? No, she don't like this blanket. It's not a big choice here, sweetie. You don't like that one, but you don't want another one. Okay, fine. Just let me know if try to go to sleep. Well, she wasn't so much the cover. She wanted me to give her that tablet back. The cover was fine as long as she had that tablet. But I didn't give in. I'm strong. I'm strong when it comes to them kids. Anyway, I did some stuff in the house before I put my stuff away, and I come back, she's sound asleep. So, uh, anyway, so let's I didn't get to see everybody's name is on the list for prayer, but you guys have been seeing them, and I know you're going to pray for them. Uh, and like, because we got off course here a while ago, and I said something about praying, and said, yeah, prayer works. It does work. Uh, and I was so thankful to see everybody praying for Ronnie and praying for Buster. And I kind of put those two together. They favor each other. Uh, Buster may be a little bit smarter, and I'm not saying anything about, taking anything away from Ronnie. I'm just saying, just saying. Buster, he's bona fide. Uh, but anyway, even Ronnie prayed for my boy Buster. Yeah. Uh, he's thankful to see me back on Ronnie's case. I try to keep Ronnie straight. If it wasn't for me, he'd be out of control. Out of control. It wasn't for me. Sweet Jimmy, our friend over there, lives right down from Ronnie. Try to set it up so him and I and Thomas can have a four-way conversation. I don't know how that would work. Ronnie was that swiped and wiped. I don't know about wiping him. Take a water hose to him. Anyway, four-way phone call. I don't know how it's going to work because I can tell you right now, Jimmy would be the only one I have in my corner. The other two are going to team up. You get a man from the North Pole and one from the South Pole, and I'm in the middle. Well, almost South Pole down in Louisiana. But you get them on me, I'm going to be in trouble. Okay, someone's having back surgery. Is it Kay or Kathy? Kay, I think, having back surgery. So I want to talk about the politics. I don't know about politics. I don't get into politics. You know, and I may be talking about something completely different from what you're talking about. I don't talk about politics on my channel. Yeah, I have the way I'm gonna vote. I know how I'm gonna vote. You guys probably have your way, and that's fine. This channel's not about that. And same way with religion. I know what I believe, and you know what you believe, and that's fine. I'm not going to convince you otherwise. You're not going to convince me. So we just kind of leave it at that. What I believe in is what I believe in, and I may say it now and then about what I believe in. I don't preach it. I went to work for the school. My old principal, who Plum Grove Elementary, where I learned most of my skills. 3-room school. And one of them was just an auditorium. You ever see Little House on the Prairie? Our school was like that, a little frame building. One room had 4 rows of seats, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th grade. The other room had 4 rows, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. And after that, you went to high school in Cleveland. But that's where we got our initial skill sets. That's why I'm very good at what I do. And I've mastered in recess, my best subject, regardless. But when the schools incorporated Plum Grove into Cleveland, with the teachers there, a husband and wife team, they went to Cleveland also as teachers. And then when I went back to Cleveland to go to work as a teacher, he was still there, where his wife was too. And he would come out to my shop he lived right in Plum Grove, and we had a lot of chat about different things. And uh, he told me, he says, two things to remember about working in a school. Don't ever talk about politics, and don't ever talk about religion. He says two things. He says people get crazy on both of them. Get crazy. So he said, just do what you do and let them do what they do. And I always done that. And I've seen people get involved in these things. And I'm not, the next thing you know, you got people arguing amongst themselves, So, yeah, if Ronnie had went to Plum Grove Elementary with me, well, we'd probably be in prison. I'm glad I wasn't around Ronnie growing up and shaping me, shaping my character. Yeah, that could have been bad. But Plum Grove Elementary was a school that you could ride your horse to school, times the fence in the shade, ride your bike, you could walk. It had a little bus, a little small bus went around picking people up. And the same lady that drove the little bus also cooked our meals. Little lunchroom wasn't much bigger than this little kitchen here. Seriously. You come in one door on the end, and that's where her little stand was with her pots and pans. And she'd give you some beans, a piece of cornbread, a little thing of milk, and hominy. I hate hominy. It's like wet popcorn. Yeah. And you go sit down, and they had hominy every day. No matter what they had hominy. I'm guessing it was because it was like a government issue stuff, government give that stuff. And the beans and cornbread, yeah, they were good. They were good. She was a good cook. It was just that hominy. And I guess that's just something they sent. Yeah. But anyway, and then you sat facing the wall. Well, there were windows, but you faced, a little bench and your table. And when you got through, you went out the other door, you dropped your tray in one trash can and all the scraps in another. And then went back to recess. So we eat our beans quick, and we're out to recess. And around the building set up off the ground about 2 foot on blocks. And us boys had tunnels or trenches underneath everywhere. Looked like rats had been under there. Now, I don't know what kept us from getting on a snake or something in there, in the spring, something. Because you couldn't see the trenches from the side because, the teachers never knew we had trenches, I don't think. We'd be running, and you drop on your hands and knees and roll under there and drop down into a trench. We knew where they was at. And scoot across and come out the other side of the school over there. And then you go to classes. You sitting there sand is dripping off on the floor around all the boys. There'd be sand. Yeah, it was fun. Yeah. But anyway, I excelled in recess. Cream of wheat. Cream of wheat ain't bad. I can eat cream of wheat. I just don't want hominy. But anyway, that's old stories. You don't want to hear them old stories. But anyway, we had I want to tell you one thing. We had this old horse that I've told you before. His name was Jim. We'd ride Jim to school, and 3 or 4 kids could ride at the same time. He didn't care. We'd ride him bareback and just tie his old bridle to the fence. We'd come out of school, and the bridle would be hanging there, and Jim would be gone. It's a 3-mile walk to our house. So we'd have to either walk, ride the bus home, whatever. We get home, there'd be Jim standing there beside the barn. Mom would say she saw Jim come down the driveway. He got tired of waiting. Had a lot of fun. Good old days, guys. All right, we fixed to run out of time. Today is goulash. There's several different things called goulash, I think. I've had people say, come in, we got some goulash, and that'd be one thing, not what I thought was goulash. I don't like grits. I don't like grits. G loves grits. I don't like grits. There's somebody who loves hominy. All right. I appreciate the sweet things you guys say. Let's move on. Let's move on. Okay, we're moving. We're moving out. It's been an hour, and I'm getting out of here. I'm not just moving on. I'm moving out. I hope you guys have a great day, great holiday if you're doing it. If you're somewhere around the world you don't do it, hope you have a good day anyway. You know, I love you guys. Y'all take care, and we'll see you back here on a live come Wednesday morning. Maybe have some good news more on the house. And they cook tripe in England. I don't even know what tripe is. I don't think I want no tripe. It may be okay. I don't know. I guess every country has their own stuff, don't they? I love you guys. Y'all take care. And pray for those that need the prayer. If you don't get and catch the names, God knows who they are. And okay, it's cow stomach. I don't know. I don't know. And happy birthday to all you guys had a birthday, okay? And we'll see you back here live on Wednesday, good Lord's willing. And I'll see you tomorrow morning on regular videos. Hit the like button and share and subscribe if you would. I appreciate it. And y'all have a great day, okay?